first time, I want you to press 1. Okay, I want you to just go into the group chat and just press 1 if you're here for the first time. So welcome newbies. We are all newbies. I'm always learning. Those of you that don't know me, my name is Rupa Palmer, Chairman Tenure in the UK. And before I forget, let me just record this first and foremost. Okay, amazing. We are recording. Great. So welcome, guys, on this call. I see a good number of you today already, considering it's lunchtime. I'm sure you have all purposely taken your lunch at 1 o'clock, or maybe you're working from home. The pleasures of flexibility. So guys, I'm going to go straight into this. Those of you that are beginners that don't as yet have Web Analyzer or Vibrata on your package, I'm going to go through some of the basic stuff because you will need to know what to do with regards to the settings, the setup, etc. for when you do get it. Okay, if you have got it already, great, fantastic. I know ever since we've been doing these calls, people have been subscribing to Vibrata on the back office. So first of all, and you just got to add it on, and I believe it's $21.95, and that is for Web Analyzer / Vibrata, whatever you want to call it. It was formerly known as Web Analyzer. So you can add it on there, and you are able to do this strategy on that one. Okay, so let me share my screen because I really want to get going. Okay, there we are. Now the website, guys, first of all, imlwebanalyzer.com, or you can go through the back office in IM Center, click onto products, and then go into Web Analyzer or Vibrata through your products. Okay, so if you want to go directly on the website, you can just click onto that and you can get on there directly. I'm just going to put my phone on silent, otherwise it's going to keep buzzing. Right, now, what I do first of all, okay, so if you're new in this and you don't have things already set up on your laptop, you're going to first of all go into, let me just go back in fact, because when you go into this website, okay, I'm just going to start again. Okay, you just log in using your details as you would for IM. And then you just need to scroll down. You've got trade ideas over there. Click into that. Okay. And because I've already got the settings saved, everything will be on there. However, if you're starting new, at the bottom over here where you see strategy, okay, it will say on there, select strategy. So you need to click in there. And then you have like this drop down list. See that? Okay. Just click onto Dr. Kathy Kirkland's ECC11 and then go to Save Settings and Reload. Okay, and the next thing you need to do, okay, before we actually start going into the trading itself, where you see this Ichimoku cloud, okay, with Ichimoku over here, alright, at the top of the chart, you click on this little wheel where is Settings, okay. Go to inputs, and these are the numbers you need to input on there. It won't be like that by default. It's going to be saved as different numbers. So please take a screenshot of this, write it down if you've got a notepad and pen in front of you. 6, 13, 26, 13. Click on defaults, save as default. Okay, and then go to style. And then you need to make sure your conversion line is red, and you can change the thickness of it as well. So I just put it on this one over here just to make it a little bit more clear. And make sure your baseline is blue, and again, make it thick, okay? And then go to default, save as default, and click on OK. And you are done. Now, ladies and gents, if you're on this call and you have any questions, anything, please do use the chat on here. However, if you can do the chat so it goes to all panelists and attendees, someone else may be able to answer the same question, or someone else may have a similar question and, therefore it will be answered. It will just save a lot of time while I'm going through this, because it's not going to be a long call. I'm going to go through some very basics, and we're going to take some trades if there is anything that matches our rules. So first of all, let's go through the rules. Now personally, I just want to let you know, I've only been using this for the last maybe 2.5 months or so. I've been using it I've always used a live account, but in the last 2.5 months, I've taken over 70 trades, and every single one has hit profit, or I've been able to close it in profit. Majority of them will just hit it automatically. Now, that for me is absolutely, it's amazing, because we always say in trading, nothing is 100% guaranteed, and that's absolutely right. Okay, it's market. However, Dr. Kathy Kirkland has done something so phenomenal, and her strategy and the way she's put in these certain indicators to assist us in trading in the right way is just absolutely, for me, is a godsend, to be quite honest. And this really allows anyone who's got a little bit of flexibility, if you are someone who works 9 to 5 and you just, have got an hour or 20 minutes to log on, you can use this website, you can use this software and just catch a few quick pips. Now, the first thing that I do is I actually unclick M5, and the reason why I do that is because I don't like trading on 5-minute charts, because on 5-minute charts, according to Dr. Kathy Kirkland's rules, you're only taking 3 to 5 pips, so it moves very quickly. On all the other charts, so M15 plus, you're taking only 10 pips. So we've got a signal which I can see, okay, Euro GBP. Now, first of all, anything that's in a red box is telling you to sell. Anything in a green box is telling you to buy. Very simple. Red box sell, green box buy. Now I'm going to click into Euro GBP. I can see that was sent out 8 minutes ago. And you can look at that in 2 ways. You can check where it says time UTC. Okay, that's universal time. So it's going to be your local time, 1 p.m. we can see. Or time past 8 minutes. So this is a lot more precise to the minute when it was sent. Okay. Now, a couple of rules. First of all, we're looking at the cloud. Now, this cloud is this shady purple area over here, okay? That is a cloud. Now, if you get an alert and the price currently is in the cloud, I just wouldn't bother looking at it further. Okay, I wouldn't take it. Why? Because when the price is within that, normally means it's either consolidating or it's currently on a pullback. So it's not going to be accurate. So you want to take it when it's outside of the cloud, okay? I mean the price, not the lines. It doesn't really matter about the lines being in the cloud. If the price is outside the cloud, then it's good. The second thing is, if you are going for a sell, okay, or if you have seen a sell signal, you want to make sure, okay, now this is an absolute must. The red line over here, see that red line, okay, which we changed into red and made it thick. You want to make sure that is below the blue. Okay, so if there's been a crossover and the red line is below the blue, that's a good indication for a sell. If the red line is above the blue, okay, like so over here, that's a good indication for the buy. So if you get a red signal, red has to be below the blue. If you get a green signal, the red must be above the blue. Simple as that, guys. Literally is that simple. Now, when we're going into a trade, for example, I've just clicked onto Euro GBP. Am I going to take this? No. Why? I can see the red line is here, blue line is here. It looks like there may be a crossover, the red coming down, but at the moment I don't see that. So I'm going to leave this alone. Okay, that's the first thing I need to know. Now, let's just say, for example, in fact, okay, let me just have a look at the chat very quickly so I'm not missing anything. Say it again, please. Okay, Vanessa, I'm recording this, so it might be a lot easier with the recording. You can listen to it over and over again. I just don't want to spend too much time going into the rules, okay? But very quickly, the red line must be below the blue. The red for a sell, the red line must be above the blue for a buy. So your red line is your leading line, okay? So have a look at which direction that is. Am I looking at the 1 hour? Yes, I am, Yogi, at the moment. Okay, because as soon as you click onto this, Euro GBP, it's got in brackets H1. It will straight away take you onto the H1 chart. Now let's have a look at this one, USD CHF. Okay, H1. And that's telling us to sell. Okay, great. Crossover over there. We can see the red is below the blue. It's also outside of the cloud. This is a great sell signal for us. So this is what I'm going to do now. Guys, stay with me. If you look here at the called at price, 0.96194. I'm going to take my little ruler over there and I'm going to look at the price. 96194 was 96194 somewhere over, over exactly here. Okay, so I'm going to see how many pips I've already missed. I have already missed 4 pips on this particular trade. You see that? Because I'm currently at this line, right, where the red line is, that's where the current price is. And you can see on my little red box, it says 4.7. That means 4 pips have already gone. Am I going to take this trade now? No. If I did want to take it, I could still take it for 6 pips. If you guys want to go into this trade, you're more than welcome, 6 pips. In fact, that's still moving down. So let me just check again. Okay, that's already moved 6 pips now in that time, within seconds. Guys, this is how quick it is. Okay, so we can let this one go. Now, I would take a total of 10 pips. So let's just say, for example, it had gone 2 or 3 pips. Okay, for argument's sake. I'm not going to go into this and say, yes, it's going down into a sell. Let me quickly sell it and let me do 10 pips take profit. No. Why? The total should be 10 pips. Okay, that is guaranteed. It's going to hit your TP if you are taking a total of 10 pips from where the called at price is. So if it's already gone 2 pips, then I will do my TP for 8 pips because then it's a total of 10 pips. Does that make sense? So now it's already moving. I'm not going to take this. But the key thing to do, guys, when you are taking these trades, as soon as you find the currency pair on your phone, go into new order or trade and then straight away do sell by market or buy by market and then work out the pips later. Because if you're spending time working out the pips, calculating it and then entering it in where it says TP, you've already missed a few pips. So literally straight away sell by market, go back to your phone, and it's very easy to calculate when you're on your phone. You look at the first digit on your phone, okay? You miss out the last number, okay? So the first digit that you see on your phone is where you've entered. You miss out the last number, okay, because that's the pip pair. You look at the second to last 2 digits. I hope everyone is with me at the moment. I don't have any open trades, so I can't show you an example. Let me just have a look on my other account. All my trades have been closed already. So, but that's fine. You know, go into IM Academy and go back into how to calculate pips. And 10 pips is so easy to calculate. You're literally minusing or plussing 10 from those last 2 numbers. So super simple. But let's keep this on loud so we can have a look at any other new trades that are out. Okay, 1 o'clock is generally a good time to trade. I'm going to give you a few time slots that is good. So I would say definitely 8 and 10 in the morning is good time to trade. Okay, I would say between 12:30 and 2:30 is also a good time because that's the New York session. Now at the bottom there you've got the London and New York, and then here you've got the joking, Australia session. I hope no one that's from Australia is offended by that. Okay, that's the Australian session. And then you've got the Tokyo session over there. So you can see over here what session is actually currently running. I'm just going to have a quick look. Today I subscribed to Vibrata. Amazing, Raman. I know a few people that have actually subscribed today as well. And yesterday. So guys, another thing that I will look at. I'm just giving you these little golden nuggets whilst we're waiting for a trade or any other questions. I will download an app on your phone. Ding! Hear that? The sound of money. Let's see. And that's giving us a buy. Okay, the red is above the blue. Barely, like it may be crossing over. but the red is above the blue, so that's a good indication. However, at the moment, we can see the bar is currently red. So whilst the price is going down, we're not going to take this on a buy. Okay, we're going to wait. Now, let's have a look at the called out price. 1.11685. I'm just going to highlight it so you can clearly see. Okay, 1.11685. And let's make it yellow as well. 11685 is over there. So I'm going to wait for the price to go there, start moving up into a buy, and then we're going to go into this in 10 pips. So be ready, guys, because this could literally move in the next 30 seconds. It could move in the next 5, 10, 15 minutes. It's just something to keep an eye on. So we're going to enter this when it goes past that called out price, okay, and it's going up into a buy. We will take this for 10 pips. That is Euro USD. So if you've got a demo account, use a demo. If you've got a reel, use a reel. Another thing that I would say while we're waiting for this very quickly, guys, as I was saying just a little while ago before that alert came, make sure on your phone you've got an app which will tell you the news. Okay, so over here I've got various trading apps, Forex Factory, my FX Books. So I always go onto FX Books. I just find that one quite easy. Okay, and if I go on there, I will see today major news. I believe there is major news on Euro. Okay, that's already passed. Okay, so that was high impact news. Okay, that has already passed for Euro, and there's nothing else. In 11 minutes, there is more high impact news on the USD. Okay, so we can see that. So that's something that we need to keep an eye on, which way the trade is going to go. But you want to be careful to not really trade during high news on that particular time. And you can also look out for tomorrow. So just have a look in the start of your day, you know, what's happening today, tomorrow, this week. And therefore you know what trades to kind of stay away from or what is okay to take. So while we're waiting for this very quickly, guys, another thing that I would say is open up a separate broker account just for ECC11. I want to make that very, very clear, because if you're going to use these rules, you need to make sure you're not taking other trades along with ECC11. Why? Because I don't use a stop loss. Dr. Kathy Kirkland does not use a stop loss. Many other people who are using this strategy do not use a stop loss. So you need to make sure that you've got an account which is clear from drawdown from other trades that may be open, steady, gold cup, harmonics, whatever else you're using. Don't use it on the same account as what you've got on Vibrata. Okay, so I purely have opened up a separate account. I put £1,000 in last Monday, into a separate account, and I've only been taking Vibrata trades on there. As I said, out of all the trades I've taken, I've not made a single loss. Okay, and you can see it started off on the 7th. And you can see here, I've also used consistent lot sizes according to my growth chart, which I'm going to show you. And this is all purely Vibrata, okay? Purely Vibrata. And you can see they've actually hit the take profit, because you can see the green over there. So guys, just be consistent. Okay, make sure whatever you're doing, you're sticking to the rules. Let me have a quick look at the chat again. There's a few questions on here. Okay, do you have to consider support resistance? No, I don't. It's not really something that Dr. Kathy Kirkland looks at. She also doesn't really look at the RSI, that's just there. She does, however, go into different time frames as well, just to see and give her further indication or assistance that, you know, if on the lower time frame the lines are in the correct places, that gives you a better idea that it's definitely going to go into the right direction. So you can use the lower time frames. Guys, please, if you can just also send the message to all attendees as well. It's always 10 pips, Roxana, yes. we always do 10 pips. Unless you are doing the M5 chart, then it's 3 to 5 pips. But on an M15, H1, H4, D1, 10 pips. Okay, so great question, Sophie. In order to access London Payout, you do have to have Web Analyzer, and also you are paying additional $10 for London Payout. Now, this is something I'm actually going to do. I'm away in, I'm going to LA myself, and a few other people are going for Bob Proctor's Paradigm Shift. We're flying out on Wednesday, but when I get back, I'm going to be learning London Payout, understanding how it works, because that is something Dr. Kathy Kirkland also spoke about when I did her training a few months ago in London, when she did the training on ECC 11 in London. And she was like, if you guys have got Web Analyzer and you're paying for that, and you're not paying the $10 for London Payout, you're absolutely crazy, because we saw the results. Okay, I'm going to show you the results on London Payout. Was sent out earlier, I think it was yesterday, in fact, I saw it. So have a look at this. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. I'll send it out in the groups as well. Okay, London Payout, okay, it's #1 trading app, and it's an app. 271 wins against 37 losses. Okay, so this you can get on Vibrata, but you've got to pay additional through your back office. That is 88% accuracy in the last 5 months. That is absolutely phenomenal, 88% accuracy. And those wins against losses, do you know what, $10 a month, you can't even put a price to it. It's literally throwing away a lottery ticket. I would say even Vibrata, $21, $22 a month, you can make that in a day just with a couple of trades. It's so simple. So I would say it's 100% worth buying, okay, and using and just trying it. But hey, you know what? There are so many softwares out there, different services, that this may not be for you. This isn't for everyone. I've always been using the harmonic scanner for so long. But you know, recently there's not so many trades on harmonic scanner. Sometimes you have to wait a few days for something to come out. But yes, it's longer term trades. Yes, you can bag a lot more pips in one go. And this is scalping. So this is, you are in and out of the market very quickly. And it's super simple. So yes, London Payout does give you signals using Vibrata, Latoya. So yes, it does. But again, I need to exactly find out the fundamentals of that and how it works, basically. Okay, just want to check any other questions. For buy signal, the red and blue must be above the cloud. Okay, so a good question, Riman. Now, if you are taking a buy, it's a lot better, it's a lot more accurate when the price is at the top of the cloud for a buy. Okay, if the price is below the cloud and it's a sell, that's a good indication it's going into a long-term sell. However, I've also taken trades where the price is below the cloud and it's a buy and it's hit take profit, or it's above the cloud and I'm taking a sell and it's hit take profit. Because remember, we're only taking 10 pips. If you want to take more pips, 15, 20 pips on particular trades, then you want to make sure that it's, of course, long-term going into the right direction, in which case, under the cloud for a sell, above the cloud for a buy. So, guys, we're almost at this entry point, in fact, for Euro USD. So I believe this will be a good trade to go into. Let's just wait for the price to actually climb a little bit above where it currently is, and then we can go into this. And if there's any questions, it's just going back into the sell. So we're not going to enter this right now anyway. Some people do take it and they say, okay, let's now have a look at the lower time frame, 5 minutes. Let's see where the red is. Red line is still above the blue on the 5 minutes. So that's great. Okay, again on the minute chart, barely, but you can see it's just above the blue on a minute. So, you know, you can look at 2 time frames lower to give you a better indication. So I'm just going to go back there and keep an eye on that one. Another thing I want to share with you very quickly, guys, on this, until whilst we're waiting for another trade to pop up, if there is one that pops up, is let me share with you very quickly the compounding chart that I use. So, Okay, so this I got from Dr. Kathy Kirkland on her training when she did it in London. I believe it was in November that we went to her training, herself and Ballet Granville. So he's another phenomenal trader on Vibrata. In fact, he's one of the first ones that started when it was previously Web Analyzer. So we've got to be really grateful for the guys that have been using the strategies on here. So now you can have a look at this chart over here. I hope you can all see it clearly on my screen share. Now you can change this. Okay, I have sent it out in all the groups last week, so please, ask on the groups again if you need this. No worries, we can send it out again. So I've changed mine to $1,000. Well, it's dollars, but of course my account is in pounds, so it doesn't really matter. £1,000 I've started off with. I've said I want to take 2% a day growth in my account, and when you do that, it automatically calculates for you how much you should be making by the end of the day. Okay, currently I'm on day 7 of trading. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or maybe day 8 actually. So my account balance should be 1171. It's actually 1,200 at the moment. I'm a little bit above, fine. But really what it means is that I shouldn't be taking any more trades because I'm already above my growth account. But because I don't trade every day, I'm going to continue to trade because my trading is maybe Tuesday to Thursday mainly. I don't always trade on Mondays and Fridays, very rarely, because I don't want to be trading after 3 p.m. I don't want to have any trades open after 3 p.m. on a Friday, because the market is closing in the evening as well. And so when your trades are open over the weekend, it could really go either way, depending on what's happened over the weekend in the market and on the news. So I like to not really open trades on a Friday. However, it's quick, so if we're taking trades in the morning, early morning session, 8, 9 o'clock, absolutely fine. So you can see here the daily target has been £20, £21, £22, £23, and this is how my lot size is also increasing, okay? So this is what I'm really using to understand where I should be at the end of the day. And over here, I'm using this sort of dark blue area over here to write down when I'm taking my trade, so I know how many trades I've taken in the day. So you can see yesterday I had taken just 2 trades. That's it, guys. I took 2 trades in the day, made £45, and I said, that's it, I'm done for the day. Again, 2 trades I took the day before. Okay, some days I've taken 4 or 5 trades, but I've still made sure I've hit my target. So in total, what I've worked out, once I've taken 90 trades in total, which should only take me 6 to 8 weeks, okay, 90 trades, my account should grow to about £6,000 from 1,000, which in 2 months is a great, absolute great result, okay, because it means 2% a day growth would be 10% a week, 40% a month. Guys, if you told anyone that you're growing your account 20 to 40% a month, they'll be like, wow. And that is going to be consistent. And that is really, really important. So I'm just going to stop my share again very quickly and then go into the chart again. Okay, so we didn't go in on this trade, and it's a good thing we didn't. I mean, not saying it's not going to still go up. It may very well still go up. But this is really all just going to be a drawdown. If you had opened it, it would just be a drawdown. Okay, so I hope that really makes sense in terms of matching rules and understanding when to enter, how to enter. Okay, let's keep the M5 on at the moment, just for the sake of having a look at what is a good trade, what isn't, and maybe we can catch a few very quick pips, okay, whilst we're on this call. So New Zealand, JPY, that came out literally just now. Okay, 0 minutes have passed. Buy trade. I'm going to do this very quickly, guys. Call that price 73258. 73258. Okay, it's probably already got a few pips. Oh, can't even see it with all this stuff in the background. Okay, That's already gone 4 pips. Now guys, M5 chart, you can enter straight away 3 to 5 pips. So let me keep this on and just see if there is anything new that pops up. We can enter very, very quickly. So be ready on your phones. Again, look at that. It's shooting right past AUD yen. Okay, let's have a look at where the called up price was, 76179. 76179, which was over here. Yep, 3 pips gone. Okay, so I would say go in 3 pips on an M5 chart. That is Dr. Kathy Kirkland's rule. Let me just have a look at messages very quickly, guys. Okay, so sorry, I'm just going to scroll up a little bit. No worries, we'll send out the growth chart again. I will do that. How many trades you can keep open at the same time? Very good question, John. I would keep 3 or 4 open at the same time. Okay, that's okay, but again, it depends on what you've got in your account. If you've got £100, £200 in your account, just do 1 trade at a time. Wait for that trade to hit TP and then open up another trade. Okay, so because you don't want your drawdown to be so much. If you've got anything above £500 in your account, I would say it's absolutely fine to have, you know, 2 or 3 trades open at a time. So it really depends on what you've got in your account to start off with. Daryl, you're not getting trade alerts on the left-hand side of your web analyzer. Right, now if you have logged in using your back office IM Center, it's going to come out a little bit different on there. So let me just log into that one. I hope you can still see my screen share on IM Center, guys. Let me know if you can't. And if I go into... Okay, so if I go into strategy and then Vibrata, okay, yes, Yogi has a very good comment as well, and this is one of the reasons I don't take M5 trades, because you want to also consider the spread as well from your broker. So New Zealand pairs generally have a high spread. I don't really like taking New Zealand pairs for this reason, especially on Vibrata, because if the spread is like 4 pips, 5 pips, and you're only taking like, you know, 10 pips, or you're taking 3 pips, you've got to calculate, is it worth it or not? So that's something to definitely consider. So guys, just very quickly, you can go in to Vibrata also from here, and this is what it looks like. And it's the same thing, okay? In fact, you know, it may even be easier for some of you. So again, you know, the settings you do in the exact same way. Over here, you can see it's on the right side as opposed to the left, and you see a green line as opposed to a green box. Okay, again, you can unclick M5 charts also on there. So it's very similar, guys, but you know, comfort zones, I like using it because I started using by a web analyzer when it came out, you know, about 1.5 years ago directly through the website. So let me just go back onto that. I also love the black background because you could just see it clearly as well. So let me just go back into the questions, into the chat very quickly, guys. Okay, so yen pairs are always different to the other pairs. So you're calculating it 2 decimal places as opposed to 4. Again, to go into the basics of this, just go into how to calculate pips on IM Academy, and that will help explain how you calculate your different pips for yen pairs, as well as gold, as well as US 30, you know, so you're going to calculate the pips in different ways for all those things. Okay, I hope that has answered everyone's questions so far. So, guys, again, nothing really going on at the moment, but please do keep an eye. You know, if you've got this, keep an eye on this. You can hear the cha-chings. These are just the old cha-chings, don't worry. And I'm sure in the next, you know, 10, 15, 20 minutes, there will definitely be something out. I hope that's made it very clear in terms of your rules. Okay, how to come in, where to take your profit, when to enter the trade. And you want to make sure that it's always matching your rules, and you're not just taking it blindly straight away, looking at the called out price where it is, looking at how long ago they actually sent that trade, and then just following the rules very simply using this red line, blue line, and the cloud. Okay guys, so I'm going to just stop there. I hope that's nice and clear for everyone. Let me just have a look very quickly. What does it mean when it does that ring? G, it just means that there's a new trade, there's a new alert. When it does that ring, that cha-ching, it just means you need to have a look at a new trade alert. I paid for London payout, not use it yet. Yes, I believe on London payout there is an app you can download on your phone. Okay, and you can get alerts on there as well. But again, I need to also find out exactly how that works. So we will all do it together, maybe sometime next week or when I'm back from LA. Thank you very much, guys, for your time. I hope that this has been valuable. Please do get Vibrata because it's so simple to use. The rules are so simple, and people are making money on this every single day, all times of the day. Buy it, understand it, make money, show people that you can profit from these amazing softwares and strategies that we have. And let's keep growing our team. Let's keep helping others to learn and earn through this amazing platform. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day and see you all very, very soon.